This is Urban at Dawn.
Welcome back. It's now time for soccer balls, cricket bats, Champions League, shooting ranges, all the things that Muluka usually talks about. So Muluka, what's up?
Nothing.
How are you?
What's up? I'm very fine. How are you?
Good.
Yeah.
Champions League.
Champions League, a big night yesterday. Manchester City.
Usually a long night.
Real Madrid. You have to sleep late, but why not sleep late and then come in the morning and give these guys everything that they need to know?
So you and the guest are straight from the bars where you watch Champions League?
No, it was personally, it was me myself who was out there doing that Champions League night. But talking about the guest, he himself is James Hashindishe. He's from one of those new sporting disciplines that, trust me, you and Mary have to be taking part in one of these days, because tomorrow there is a very, very big day here for Uganda, as they will be hosting one of those big events. But James, you're welcome to the show. And
thanks again.
He's Daniel, I'm Thomas, but he's going to be taking us through what is going to be happening tomorrow in this very, very big sport. He's been around for some time, and he's been followed up by so very many media houses there for you. But James,
yes,
take us through the game itself. It's VX. I guess Daniel is...
I was wondering what's the game. I was waiting for the game and saying, are we first going for a break? So the game is called VX.
Yeah, it's called VX. But like you said, we won't be going for a break, because we really need to get into this whole game thing. And VX is the game. He's been around. It's not his first time to come here, Urban at Dawn. We hosted him sometime, and he's again here to tell us what is going to be happening tomorrow.
Explain it from with the knowledge that one, you're talking to people that are green. VX for me are 2 letters.
Yeah.
So what is VX?
All right, now, VX is a simple game plan. VX is a sport played in the squash court. VX is an all-inclusive sport.
Okay.
You can play a female against a male.
Ah.
Yeah, you can play the sport a female against a male to mean an all-inclusive sport. That's VX. It happens in a version of, for example, V2, which is 1 against 1. V4, which is 2 against 2, and then V10, which is 5 against 5.
Okay.
And we play the sport in the squash court for V2 and V4.
Yeah, talking about the game itself, chipping in, the game, we do have pictures, of course, from how VX is played, and very shortly we shall be seeing some of those pictures running through. But you definitely had something that was very burning for you.
Yeah, I was wondering, you're saying it's played in a squash court. I'm wondering, the biggest question, if it's a game that is winning, how do you play, how do you win, what are the rules?
Of course, now we will be seeing the pictures. We have the equipment we use and the soft ball. Yeah, so you keep on scoping the ball and target the opponent. The opponent is targeted from shoulder to the toe, and it comes 1 point. As the umpire plays, go on. Yes, that's how we score.
Okay.
Yes.
And there's no contact between you and the opponent, which is why I think it makes it safe for actually a male to play with a female.
No, a male play with a female is because the sport is not an energetic sport, but it's a brain game. Yeah, it's a brain game. Actually, in most cases, we find that even the female get more points than the male, because the male constantly using much more energy, yet the females play with this.
So what are the rules?
Okay,
the rules things you can't do.
Yeah, there are things you can do, and I think that you can't do. So the things are, what you can't do is, you can't attack your opponent with the equipment, okay? In case the opponent is attacking you, you can't defend using the equipment to just like attack as if you're going to beat them.
Domestic violence?
No, it's not allowed.
Okay.
Instead, you have to attack in a very complicated way, which you have to defend using the equipment, like when you're a meter away from the opponent. Okay? Yes, that's how we go. And then when scoping the ball, you have to take only 1 step, and then you release to the opponent. You are not allowed to walk with the ball in the scope.
Okay. So,
yes.
You said the game has been around for some time.
Yeah, it has been around for some time. Now, I think about 3 years, right?
Yeah, now we're taking 3 years of VX in Uganda.
Yeah.
And the good news is that VX in Uganda is registered with the National Council of Sports.
Okay.
Yes.
Very important.
So it is a very legit sport.
It's a legit sport.
When I represent the country in VX, I will be put among the national heroes. As I wear the national jersey, they sing the national anthem.
Talking about representing the country itself, tomorrow is the African Nations Cup. It's a one-day tournament, right?
African Nations Cup.
African
We qualified.
Nations
We are
Cup.
hosting the.
We are
African-
hosting that. So basically,
You're the guys we've been looking for. These footballers have been wasting our time. We are hosting the African Nations
Talking
Cup.
about African Nations Cup, it's a very big event tomorrow taking place at Makerere Squash Court, the center of the excellency in Uganda. So we have a representative from Botswana is going to take part. South Sudan is going to take part. South Africa is going to participate in this competition. Kenya is going to participate. Rwanda is coming to participate.
Okay.
All the countries I've mentioned and others are yet to confirm within a few minutes of how to get in the country. So the competition is going to be stiff, but again, we trust our own self-made Malinga Timothy, who was the last champion, defending champion.
He's the
Malinga
defending
Timothy,
African champion.
the defending
Okay.
African Ugandan champion in V2.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, because I was about to ask you what are our chances. Have we won anything before?
Our chances are much more higher because we're home and we have the support from all the fans,
Wow.
urban fans.
Okay, talking about you being at home and all that, but of course, with anything, to be champion, you have to have things like preparations and all that.
Oh, yeah.
How prepared is Team Uganda right
Well, that's so
now?
interesting.
Training and all that.
The training has been on for a month. We've been training different clubs here in Uganda, domestic youth clubs here in Uganda, and the training has been so stiff. And even right now, I know they are going to train today. So talking about training again, we have more female players, more new players are going to have come in to play into the sport. So about the organization, we've worked out with the very best teams who are good at organizing. We've had sponsors. We've had the Nice House of Plastic as a good sponsor on board. We've had the Cover Plus Global from China, which is a Chinese-based company. He has come in to sponsor the tournament. We have actually more are coming on board, and we're waiting for the confirmation.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so what like before we wrap it up, all what expectations should we have for the whole tournament, organization and all that?
Well, the organization is quite more good. One should expect the best of VX. One should expect to see a sport which is new and interesting. And we as the organizers, we are expecting a few of the people who are going to come in to say, we want to be there in that time. Okay? I mean the new players. We expect the new players to be there in that time.
New players, you're still expecting new players,
Yeah,
not even
because
just new fans.
Each time we make an exposure, we have different people coming into. They want to engage into the sport. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Talking about different people wanting to come and engage into the whole new sport.
Yeah.
Finally, if someone wants to join the sport itself, how do they find you? Do you have any contacts? Do you have any somewhere? Where can someone find? Because I know
Where do we
Daniel
come? What
himself,
side?
Mary, are now already big fans of this game.
After the show, can we come?
Yeah,
Train, then
what-
tomorrow represent the
The
country.
country.
Okay, now look at this. Anyone want to get into contact with me for VX, for
Yes.
the sport, for the interesting sport of tomorrow, an event, you should get onto my contact. For example, on my email, ceo@vxuganda.org. Org is ORG.
Okay.
Or my personal contact, 0784 998202. Now, something interesting about tomorrow
Yeah.
is not like any other tournament. Okay? We're having medical health worker on that tournament.
Yes.
In case you get an injury,
Okay. Which
You
is
are-
highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Yes.
okay, so all the organization is very optimum and very good. We're expecting you guys to be there. We're expecting him to be
Yeah.
there. We're expecting many more others to come and watch
We are
the
definitely
sport
going
and come
to
and
be there.
support
Mm.
our own players.
Yes, we're definitely going to be there. Mary, I'm sure, because you're now playing
True.
the part of
And
the
information
you
from
have that
Paragon
contact.
Hospital
Yes.
is that it's there to give the health facility. Information from Paragon Hospital as one of the health sponsors of the event tomorrow.
Okay.
I think it's exciting.
Yeah.
In case you just joined us, we are talking about VX. It's a new sport in Uganda, and we are hosting the African Cup of Nations. And according to James here, who is one of the organizers, our chances are very high. So this weekend, you can safely predict that Uganda is going to lift the African Cup of Nations.
Actually,
Can you imagine?
Actually, it's tomorrow, Friday, where the whole
It's a one-day tournament.
It's a
It's
one-day
a one tournament.
Yeah.
They are starting early in the morning
Can we
at
start
9
celebrating
a.m.
Yeah, we can.
You can. We can. We are celebrating this right now.
We come with vuvuzelas,
It's like any other Uganda craze.
Come one, come all.
Okay, all right. But before we wrap it up all, I just want to let you know that last night we did have Champions League action, and it resumes today. It's the Europa League, not Champions League, but the Europa League, formerly known as the UEFA Cup. Therefore, but briefly to take you through the fixtures of last night's games, we did have CSK Moscow lose out to Manchester City 2-1, Anderlecht were thumped by PSG 5-0. Bayern Munich were 5-0 winners over Pleasant, while Benfica settled for a 1-0 draw against Olympiacos. Galatasaray were 3-1 winners over FC Copenhagen, while Bayer Leverkusen beat Shakhtar 4-0. Tonight in the Europa League, it is back, and Liberec will be taking on Sevilla, while Lyon will take on Rijeka. Bordeaux will be up against Apol, while Dinamo Zagreb will be taking on PSV. Swansea will be hosting Kuban, and Wigan will be taking on Rubin Kazan there, while Spanish side Valencia will take on St. Gallen there for you. But basically, I would like to let you know that James will be leaving the house right now because there's a lot of preparation going on, and we just expect all the best from Team Uganda.
Expect the best from Team Uganda. Expect the best services, health services from Paragon Hospital Kampala.
I wish you all the best.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, James. We're going to go for our business and job search tips, and during that, we will be finalizing how to represent the country tomorrow and lift that cup.
Give your website a makeover. Does your business's website reflect what you do, or is the information outdated? Make the necessary changes to modernize your website. Always be 20 minutes early at least. You want to show respect and that you respect their time. You will also show that you are prompt and prepared in advance.
This is Urban at Dawn.